The room is quiet in a way that feels intentional, as if the silence itself decided to stay. There is no music, no distant traffic, no voices behind walls. Just the low, almost imperceptible sound of air moving through the space, brushing against the curtains, touching the corners of the ceiling before settling again. You are sitting still, not because you were told to, but because your body seems to understand that movement would disturb something delicate. The light is soft and dim, not coming from somewhere behind you. A clock exists, though you are not looking at it. You don't need to. You can feel time passing in a slower, thicker way, like it has weight now. Each second stretches, becoming wide enough to rest inside. The ticking is not loud. It doesn't demand attention. It simply reminds you that you are awake, that you are here, and that being here is enough. Your shoulder. You notice how sound behaves differently in this room. Even the smallest noise seems to have texture. When you shift your fingers slightly, the soft brush of skin against fabric feels amplified, intimate. The sound does not travel far. It stays close, as if it belongs only to you. This is a place where whispers feel normal, where silence is not empty, but full, layered with subtle details waiting. The door to the room is closed, but not in a way that feels restrictive. It is simply closed because nothing needs to come in and nothing needs to leave. You imagine the door's surface, smooth, cool, slightly worn where hands have touched it over time. If you were to place your palm against it, you think it would feel solid and reassuring, but you don't. As minutes pass, though you do not count them, your thoughts begin to slow. They no longer jump quickly from one idea to another. Instead, they drift, one at a time, like leaves floating on still water. You notice a thought forming, then dissolving before it fully takes shape. There is no frustration in this. A sound emerges, so faint that at first you wonder if you imagined it. A soft, rhythmic pattern, almost like footsteps, but distant and muffled. They are not approaching quickly. If anything, they seem hesitant, as if whoever or whatever is making them is careful not to disturb the quiet. The sound pauses, then continues, then pauses again. You feel no fear, only curiosity, a calm awareness. You focus on the sound, letting it exist without judgment. As you do, it becomes clearer, more defined, yet still gentle. The rhythm is slow, deliberate. Each step seems placed with intention, as if the floor itself is being respected. The sound does not echo. It is absorbed by the room, softened before it reaches you. You realize that even if you wanted to pinpoint its exact location, your breathing deepens again, responding naturally. Inhale, exhale. The air feels cooler as it enters your lungs, warmer as it leaves. The contrast is soothing. You notice how your jaw has unclenched without you tying it to. Your tongue rests comfortably, no longer pressing against your teeth. Small tensions you didn't even know you were holding begin to release one by one,
like knots slowly untangling themselves. The footsteps stop. In their place, there's another sound, a soft brushing noise, like fabric moving gently against fabric. It reminds you of someone adjusting a coat or smoothing out a sleeve. The sound is close now, but not invasive. It respects your space. You have the distinct feeling that if you were to turn your head, you might see someone standing just outside your direct line of sight. Not threatening, not familiar either, simply present. The idea does not alarm you. In this room, presence feels neutral, even comforting. The footsteps stop. In their place, there is another sound, a soft brushing noise, like fabric moving gently against fabric. It reminds you of someone adjusting a coat or smoothing out a sleeve. The sound is close now, but not invasive. It respects your space. You have the distinct feeling that if you were to turn your head, you might see someone standing just outside your direct line of sight. Not threatening, not familiar either, simply present. The idea does not alarm you. In this room, presence feels neutral, even comforting. You remain still. The brushing sound continues for a few moments, then fades. In the silence that follows, the room feels fuller, as if something invisible has settled into place. The air carries a faint change, subtle enough that you might miss it if you weren't paying attention. It is slightly cooler now, slightly heavier. Not uncomfortable, just different. You accept the change without... A whisper begins, so quiet that it almost blends into your own thoughts. It does not start with words you can understand. Instead, it begins with breath, slow, controlled, deliberate. The sound of breath passing gently through lips, shaping itself into something meaningful. You listen without straining. The whisper does not demand clarity. It invites patience. Each sound is spaced carefully, with room between them, as if the silence itself is part of the message. As the whisper continues, it becomes clearer, though still soft. It speaks not to your ears alone, but to your awareness. The words are simple, unhurried. They do not tell a story in the traditional sense. They describe sensations, moments, states of being. They speak of stillness, of waiting, of the comfort found in not knowing what comes next. The voice does not belong to anyone you recognize, yet it feels oddly aligned with your own inner rhythm. You realize that you are not just listening anymore, you are participating. Your breathing, your stillness, your attention, all of it shapes the experience. The whisper time becomes even less defined. The clock behind you may still be ticking, but its importance has faded. Seconds and minutes blur together, forming a continuous stretch of now. You are aware that this moment could last indefinitely, and the thought does not bother you. In fact, it feels comforting. There is no urgency here, no countdown, just the steady unfolding of experience. One breath, one sound at a time. The whisper slows, leaving longer pauses between words. In those pauses, you notice the subtle sounds of your own body, the faint rustle of clothing as your chest rises and falls, the soft internal rhythm of blood moving, the quiet settling of muscles as they release. These sounds feel amplified, not in volume, but in significance. They remind you that you are alive, present, grounded in this moment of calm awareness. Gradually, the whisper fades, not abruptly, but gently, like a light being dimmed. The last sound you hear is breath again, slow and even, mirroring your own. When it finally disappears, the silence feels complete, balanced. Nothing is missing. You remain where you are, breathing, listening, aware. The room holds you in this state, neither pushing you forward nor pulling you back.